name's Elizabeth Mudge, and I am the manager here at Vine and Wheel. And yeah, my background, that's a loaded question because I'm originally from Alabama, but moved around a lot. My husband's military, so we've lived all over the world, from Japan to England to Canada, Alabama, and now Colorado. And gosh, man, I get inspiration literally everywhere. Just having a background on the visual side of things, just light brings me the most inspiration. Anything that's airy and yeah, which is contradicting to this space because it is more moody and dark, but yet having all of the lights just kind of like centered around all of in the ceiling. I don't know, it just kind of, it's sort of that juxtaposition of like moody and light, which I really, really like. And yeah, Vine and Wheel is just, at its core, it's about hospitality. That's what brings me the most inspiration. And it's just, I love people so much. I have such a passion for people and relationship building that when I met Mitch, who's the owner of Vine and Wheel, he is so big on hospitality too. And I just felt like we aligned in our vision. And even though I have a background in hospitality as well, not as familiar with I love cheese and I love wine, but I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't have like the knowledge of it, but it doesn't matter because I'm like, I have experts who are a part of my team, and that's what makes us a strong unit. Is it's not about one person, it's about the team kind of coming together. So yeah, when Mitch was just kind of talking about his vision for it, I was like, I really want to be a part of this. I want to jump on board and kind of just see what we can create, because I don't think that there's anything like this here in Colorado. Yeah, we're going to have classes. We're going to offer wine and cheese classes, do different pairings, charcuterie building. We've got a lot of things in the works for Vine and Wheel. So yeah, come check it out.
My name's Tristan. I'm the sommelier here at Vine and Wheel. A little background about myself. Just moved here from Sydney, Australia 4 months ago, where I was working in the Hunter Valley, which is about 2 hours northwest of Sydney, where I was helping a small producer there. His name's Usher Tinkler, helping there make the wines in the cellar door, doing wine tastings. That was a ton of fun. I was doing that along with studying wine science, which is essentially just a specialized science degree where you do all things science, and then you do winemaking courses, viticulture courses, chemistry courses, ton of fun. Got just about all the way through that, and then we were able to leave Australia, so my wife and I decided to jump ship, come and stay with her family, and here I am, Vine and Wheel, awesome range of wines behind me, got some cool wines in front of me. We'll jump into these wines, see how we go. So, picked out some different things, some things that I think are really fun. Starting on the left, we've got a Fiano. So this is really, really cool Italian wine. Pretty much doesn't get grown anywhere else to any great degree. Very, very clean white wine. You get a lot of kind of orange peel, honeydew, lemon lime, very fresh. Sometimes you get a nice earthiness to it as well, but it's clean and lean. Drink it while it's young. Awesome with seafood on its own. And yeah, really, really beautiful wine. Definitely one to check out. Next one, we've got the Raymond Reserve Chardonnay. So this one is 2020, I believe. They do this really cool style in the Napa where it all gets oaked, but they're not trying to over oak it. So it's only in oak for about 7 months, only 18% brand new French oak, which carries all of the fresh compounds ready to impart flavor into the wine. Every barrel that's older than that, it's a little bit softer, it's a bit more delicate, so they usually use a bit of new oak, blend it with a lot of their older barrels, and you get a really nice balance that way. But it's very creamy. They do a lot of lees stirring, which is where all of the yeast cells, once they've finished their job, they sink to the bottom of the barrel. Every 2 weeks they come through, stir it up, and the yeast cells actually go through autolysis, where they kind of impart some of their character into the wine. So it gets a little bit bready, a little bit cheesy, yogurty, really cool. But lots of white peach nectarine, very fresh, but tons of texture from those winemaking processes as well. Next wine down is probably one of my all-time favorite wines. It's a Beaujolais. So for Beaujolais, really cool small part in France. They use Gamay Noir. And for Gamay, they are one of the only regions in the world which solely bases their style around this process called carbonic maceration. So in that process, they actually pick all the grapes, get it in the winery, they put everything under a blanket of carbon dioxide, and when the grapes are exposed to those conditions, they actually start what's called intracellular fermentation, where every individual grape starts to ferment inside itself. And when that happens, you get this really unique expression. It kind of smells a bit like bubble gum, super fruity. You get a lot of another compound called glycerol, another alcohol, which is very fatty and textural. So it's incredibly delicate, but it packs a lot of texture, a lot of richness. Kind of similar to Pinot in its flavor, but it's very bubblegum and confectionery on the aroma. So that's a seriously cool wine. Last one here, just is something different. Went for a Sauternes. So this one is actually a mix of everything white wine Bordeaux. So we've got Semillon, we've got Sauvignon Blanc, and Muscadel. Really cool sweet wine where they grow it right next to the Dordogne river there. And by doing that, they get a lot of humidity from the river. The grapes get noble rot, and that rot actually feeds on the water, shrivels the grapes. They get really concentrated and sugary. And then when it comes out, it's just this really nice, rich kind of marmalade, rich honey. You still get this kind of like cooked lemon lime flavor. It goes awesome with your lighter dessert wines, but that's a beautiful wine on its own right as well. So yeah, some cool wines, and hope you've learned something from me, and please come and visit Vine and Wheel whenever you get a chance.
This is, I've been calling it the Huckleberry Fit. It's huckleberry vodka with some blackberries, some mint, and some of my special lemonade that I make in-house. So it's just sort of that, it reminds me of cassis. It's a purple fruit that I grew up drinking. Colorado, I had a bunch of friends that moved out here a little while ago. And I was in Australia at the time, so my visa got canceled because of COVID. So I was just like, all right, what do I do? And my friends had just moved here, so I came on running in, found Till and Altitude, the rest of the group. They just took me right in and went, this is your new home, so stay. No, it turned out to be a win-win because I genuinely just enjoy hiking and trekking, just being in the mountains, camping, and what better place than Colorado at this point?